Hi, this is Sarah from Serenity Reiki, and I'm here today with Lady Roxanna.
Hi, everybody.
So we're here to discuss today's card pull, and the card that was pulled was commitment. So what do you think about that, Lady Roxanna?
That's a very good card, but also a very scary card.
Isn't it, though?
Yes. And even though you know you need it, that's the part that's like, oh, I'm afraid. Does it keep me on the outside edge, or do I plunge in head first and, go for it?
Right. And when we talk about commitment or commitments, we think a lot of times, of course, about romantic commitments. But it's more than just that. It's about making a commitment to yourself.
Yep. That's the big, big message behind this one.
Yeah. So when we say we're going to do something, we commit to doing it. And when we don't follow through, we dishonor ourselves. But why do we do that? Why do we commit to things and not follow through?
Well, it's one of those, like I should do this, or you feel pressure, or you feel like you owe someone, so it's like I need to do this.
Right.
Really and truly, the only person you owe anything to is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't honor your promises, you're breaking your commitment to yourself.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we overcommit for those reasons. We are feeling pressured, whether real or imagined. We don't want to let somebody down.
Right.
And then also, I think we commit to things and then we're afraid to follow through because what if we can't do it? What if we can't meet their expectations, or what if we can't deliver what we said we would?
Yes, exactly.
Depending on where this card falls in a card pull, it really kind of gives you an idea of what part of your life you need to maybe look at a little bit closer, whether it's romantic or career or personal even,
Yes. Being we're in February and just Valentine's Day was just, a few days ago and whatnot. And, a lot of times people will be, don't have that romantic, relationship for dinner or whatever thing is going on. And, but honestly, this month it's just important to love yourself.
Right. Right.
And, honestly, you have to love yourself first before you can love someone else.
Right. I tell that to all my clients, too. It sounds cliche. I know. You've got to love yourself first.
It's so
but in
true.
Reality, it is, because we're all going through stuff. Do you really want to bring those lessons and project them onto somebody else? No. And it's not fair to that other person. And it's not fair to you.
Right.
Take the time and do the work and do the healing. And then, romance will come. No problem.
Exactly.
And it'll come in a different way or a different level because you're not repeating those lessons.
Yes. So I think the most important thing to say about this card, commitment, is to always look at it as your commitment to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Good, bad, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't keep your word to yourself,
right,
there is no one else. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you didn't do it, no one else is going to swoop in and do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's an important step in your individual soul growth, your spiritual path and development, and just your development as a person in this reality, in this world as we experience it and know it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, too, if you committed or overcommitted and you found you couldn't do it or didn't want to do it, then say so. Break the contract. Don't let it hang over you. If you committed to drive the kids to soccer practice every Friday, but you found out you couldn't do it, it was just too much, then don't suffer through it. Tell the people and find out if somebody else can, take every other Friday, or if somebody else could do it. Whatever it is, it can be worked through.
Yes.
It's not the end of the world.
Yep.
We can always recommit to a contract or recommit to something we have said we're going to do, like eating better or exercise too. A lot of people do New Year's resolution, and the first couple of weeks are easy because we're really driven, but after that, not so much. And by the end of February, it's kind of like, nah, I don't want to do that. Well, that's fine if you don't want to. but you did make a contract with yourself. You did commit to doing this. So maybe take some time and edit that and see if it's something you want to do, you really feel like you should do, well, then get back to it and just recommit to it.
Yes.
Okay, that's it for us. We'll see you next week. Reiki blessings.
Love and light.